Dung dung da dung dung da dung dung da dung dung da 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 da. No time to die wasn't just a dialogue uttered by James Bond in his movies. It is a situation that the four teams playing tonight find themselves in. They all need a 007 to bail them out. And speaking of 007, my 007 is back. Paddy, who's your daddy, Sherawat? One has heard from a little birdie that you've gotten through the final round of auditions for the next James Bond film, and which is why you've been missing in action these last few days.
I travel.
I see.
I'm a licensed troubleshooter, and they said, which Bond dialogue would you want to recite? And I said, some men are coming to kill us, but we will kill them first, because this is fight for the playoffs.
Oh my God, that's an intense man. That's the kind of evening it's going to be, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Kabaddi Live. You know him. I'm Brajesh Shirji. And listen, our heads are swimming with numbers and data and possibilities and permutations and combinations. So we're going to do things a little differently here on Kabaddi Live. There are some big stories that we're going to put in front of you, try to talk you through it, and then help you make your decisions. This is what we're going to go through today. The playoffs probability, what happened last night, two crucial games there in the context of the fight for the playoffs. The spotlight on Sultan Fazlat Rachid is playing today. Guman Singh versus Arjun Deshwal will both be on the mat. Of course, at the mat, we will be talking to our stars and who the X Factor tonight could be on the mat. Now, I'll tell you what, to start things off, let's just remind you of what happened last night.
Welcome to the fight for the playoff. Vijay Malik taking on Mohammad Reza Shadlu. Vijay Malik will want to separate the Titans from the rest of the pack. Steelers want to consolidate their spot at the top of the table. Very rarely does a team make the Titans look this ordinary. The table toppers continue to cement their spot at the top of the points table.
The home team, the Puneri Paltan versus Dabang Delhi.
Clinical from the defense.
That will be him opening the account. Ominous signs for Puneri Paltan.
He's cleaned 70% of the Pune team in one blow. The Paltan are fighting back.
Look at that, Mohit Goya, he's changed gears. The scores are tied. Once again, Ashu Malik with a clutch. He picks up two Raiders. Is a win for Dabang Delhi KC as they take a giant step towards the playoffs. They move to the fourth spot.
Right, huge win for the Haryana Steelers last night and terrible timing from the Telugu Titans to chalk up a loss in a crucial game. Now, on the back of what happened last night, what the points table looks like is something that only Padamjit Sherawat can make sense of.
Yeah, talk about the Haryana Steelers and certainly talk about strength and unity and purpose. Then you talk about at the bottom half, this is where it's going to be. Jaipur Panthers are going to lock horns with Gujarat Giants, and number 11 will play with number 12 here. Now the consequence is a win gives you 5 points, and if you are thinking that Gujarat and Tamil Talaivas cannot make it, I mean, no, they can. All they need is a string of wins, and if you look at it from number 1 till number 9, there is a lot of contest there.
All right, you know what? We all did some serious data crunching, put our heads and our hearts together, asked our instincts, and we came up with the probability for the various teams to qualify for the playoffs, not all of which we all agree with, Paddy.
Yeah, because disagreement doesn't mean disrespect, and we see sport from very different quarters. Talk about Haryana Steelers, of course. I mean, my take is they will finish in the top 2. Talk about Patna Pirates, riding on that exuberance of youth. Talk about UP Yoda, 70. Dabang Delhi, I would say 70-74. You Mumba 50. Well, it was yesterday, wasn't it?
Yes,
Now it's 55.
Yes.
Telugu Titans, they can make it too. Pune Pulton, of course, they've taken a huge slump in form. And Jaipur Pink Panthers 30. I think they should be 25. They are in a hole there.
If the Jaipur Pink Panthers win today, that probability graph will change again. Now, going to game number 1 this evening, huge implications that game will have on the points table and on the probability graph that you just saw. For the Gujarat Giants, look, for them it's just a must-win game. There's no two ways about it, Paddy.
Yeah.
If they lose, then they're done.
Yeah.
They're shattered statistically.
Absolutely.
And the Jaipur Pink Panthers, if they want to hold their destiny in their own hands as far as qualification in the top 6 goes, then they have to win this game. If they lose this one, it's out of their hands.
Yeah, it can be out of their hands. And for them to win this one, I think, yes, Arjun is someone we speak about very highly of. We have to speak very highly of him because he's Arjun Deswal at the end of what. But Ankush is a key factor there. I mean, the most vital cog in that wheel is the left corner defender. When he performs well, they win more than 95% of games.
All right, game number 2. The Bengal Warriors are hanging on by a very slender thread. The Bengaluru Bulls more or less out of contention, but they could play party poopers, Paddy.
Oh, they can, because the moment you take the fear factor out of the human mind and suddenly you become fearless, you become limitless, and you play for fun, you can be the party spoilers, party poopers, call it whatever. Coach is hiding a lot of emotions under that smile, of course. I mean, this season has been the worst in the history for the Bulls. That is the only constant light. Pradeep Narwal, below par for sure. Ajinkya not performing. The only constant light and the shining light is Nitin Rawat.
So the Bengal Warriors very clearly better placed in today's game, but their chances of qualification will be explained better to us when we take a look at their remaining fixtures, Paddy.
And these are toughies in the offing. Toughies. Why do we say so? Of course, the one that they're playing today, Bengaluru Bulls too can beat them. But when you speak about the next game, UP Yoddhas, Dabang Delhi, Jaipur Pink Panthers, Tamil Talaivas, they can really pin their hopes on winning that game. But not that they cannot beat UP Yoddhas, not that they cannot beat Dabang Delhi, not that they cannot beat Jaipur Pink Panthers, but they are strong opponents. So the road is not going to be easy. It's an uphill task.
All right, look, suddenly the Bengal Warriors in the last few games have started to look like a different unit. And the credit for that in no small measure goes to their defense. Mayur Kadam may be the only remaining chink in the armor. The rest of their defense has really picked up pace.
Yeah, off late they have. And as you can see, last 4 matches, 51 tackle points, 12.8 average tackle points, and talk about the tackle strike rate. If it's near about that 50% zone, then you're doing a very, very neat job, which means that your good moves are far more than your bad ones. It's as simple as that. Now, these performances have not come out of the ordinary. These performances have come because they have showed that oneness of purpose. They have shown that unity. Fazal Atrachali was hurt. Fazal Atrachali has been seen yelling at the boys because so much is at stake. You got 2 stalwarts. You got hungry boys. This team promised a lot because we said, okay, Mani and Sultan is somebody, what a deadly combo. And where's the team at the moment at number 11? And that hurt them.
They also seem to have sorted out that left cover imbroglio that they were sort of involved in. We'll talk a lot more on that when we are in the actual game. But listen, you spoke about Mani and Sultan as a team. Mani, suddenly, the man mountain, he's woken up. Mighty Mani's back in the last, 5 games.
Yeah, the mightiest skill in the sport is the strength of character. And all these legends, all you need to do to get their best out of him is tell them that you are done, dusted, buried over. Maninda, the first game where he got 2, and that was the time when we were saying, okay, history. Then 4 back-to-back games. What does that tell you? It tells you about the consistency. He's been kicking. The moment Mani starts to kick and the moment Mani tries to go as far as the right corner, then, as you see in your picture, it means he has a hungry soul and he's ready to work harder. And Lion looks most handsome when he kills.
But listen, I'll tell you what, Mani at this point in the history of the Pro Kabaddi League is the second best raider, just behind Pradeep Narwal, about 200 odd points. You think he can surpass Pradeep?
Only when Pradeep retires and Mani gets an extra season, and that's the probability only then, because otherwise I don't see it, because if Mani will score points and Pradeep Narwal is also playing, of course that gap will reduce, but not mightily. It can only, the chances will ignite only when Pradeep doesn't play next season and Mani plays one more season. Then Mani can finish the season with the highest rate point scorer in the history of the
Listen,
league.
we don't call him mighty money for nothing. So there is hope for Maninder Singh fans. But is there any hope for the Bengaluru Bulls?
Well, I think we should not see anything in the realm of good or bad, win and loss all the time. I think they should just look at it. They should say, okay, why do we even need plans? The coach should say, just go out there and enjoy, because all that we don't see from them is enjoyment. Where's the smile? Where is the camaraderie? Where is that the ethics of the team, which is the oneness of purpose? It has not been there. So, coach should say, I'm not talking about the win or the loss. You just go out, smile and enjoy.
All right, let's see if the Bengal Warriors have any butterflies in the stomach ahead of that game. The Sultan Fazal Atrachali standing by with Rohit Thatte at the mat.
क्वालिफिकेशन दाव पर है और अगर बंगाल वॉरियर्स के फैंस की निगाहें किसी एक प्लेयर पर है तो वो है सुल्तान फजल अत्राचली जो जुड़े हैं हमारे साथ. वेलकम सुल्तान.
Thank you.
So let's talk about Maninder, who's not here with us, but he's come back to form. And how in the last 5 games he scored 4 super 10s. This is the crucial moment that we needed the might of money.
You know, Maninder is our key player when he playing, so our team performance better. Like some match he didn't play in Noida, so for the Raiders we had the problems. And you know, Maninder is the legend player. He is still playing 7-8 years here, and every season is a success. And yes, he is the backbone of Bengal, and I am very happy that playing with Maninder.
See, we've seen mighty money back in form the way he's played in the last couple of games and before that. So it's a great news for Bengal fans. But we're waiting for Sultan to get back, because that role of Sultan that he plays in the team, will we see specks of that today?
Yes, today 100% you will see my 100%. You know, for the defense it is a little sometimes difficult because another teams also have a planning for you. So our teamwork should be good for the defense. Sometimes single I cannot do something.
Yeah.
So if our defense, our plan working good, so I can play also more easy, and it will be easy for me to show myself.
Fazal, you've been a great leader, irrespective of whichever team you have led, because you've always guided them to the playoffs, be it U Mumbai, be it Puneri Paltan, be it Gujarat Giants.
Yes.
Will we see the same story repeat this season as well?
Yes, we are trying, like every match is for us, do or die. Maybe somebody thinks we don't have a chance, but we are trying our 100%. And I'm lucky, maybe I was lucky captain. I was in every team, their teams coming to playoff. And this season was little difficult for us, but still we have a chance, and 100% we are trying for it.
See, it's never really over till it's actually over. So all the best for today's
Thank
game
you so
and
much.
for the race to the playoffs.
Thank you.
सुल्तान फजल अत्राचली दिखेंगे उनके कमांडर इन चीफ मनिंदर सिंह के साथ ऑन द मैट इस जंग में फॉर द फाइट टू द प्लेऑफ्स.
Huge responsibility on the Sultan there. Now, game number 1, the Gujarat Giants versus the Jaipur Pink Panthers. Crunch game for both teams. Now, the Jaipur Pink Panthers all of a sudden need to string together, like a number of victories to stay in the fray.
Absolutely. And, you know, whenever you speak about their chances, you actually need to take a look as to where and against whom will they be playing. Now, you talk about Gujarat, okay, this is the game today. Then you talk about Bengaluru Bulls, talk about Bengal Warriors. So, overall, if you look at it, that journey does not look tough, because when you look at where those teams are placed, Bengal Warriors at the moment are 11, Bengaluru Bulls, where are they? Bengaluru Bulls are at number 12. So, it is not a tough road for them. But it is always tough for one man who has actually taken the team on the shoulders. I think that man on your screen, left corner defender, Ankush is going to be the most vital cog in the wheel. Arjun getting angry, which means things are not happening for you. Okay, the Raiders slipping out of your grasp, which means things are not happening for you. The coach is not happy. Why? Because I think the factor is Ankush. If Ankush plays well, he gets a high five and the team wins. Arjun is important, but Ankush is equally important.
But listen, we have to talk about Arjun Deshwal. He just seems a shadow of himself, especially in the last few games this season. I mean, he must be feeling serious pressure, no, Paddy?
No, let me tell you one thing. Sometimes you become victims of your own standards because you've raised the bar. Pardeep Narwal, we compare Pardeep Narwal with old Pardeep Narwal. Now, when you look at this, last game versus Patna, this is average or below average, because for his standards, for any other Raider, say an Ayan picks 7 or 8 points, or if a Guman Singh picks 7 or 8 points for Gujarat Giants, you will say, not bad, above average. You actually compare these players because they've given you high expectations, because they give you 17 8-point game, 19 8-point game. Even if there are blips and the performances are not there, they have the power and the might to overcome that and perform mightily. So that is the difference. Yeah, you're right. He can move like a river. He can hit you like a storm. Beautiful to watch.
Yeah, but can he do that tonight against Guman Singh? It's a straight-up battle between these two superstar raiders. They are at the mat right now, standing by to talk to us.
आज हमारे साथ है दो रेडर्स जिनकी कंधों पर है उनकी टीम की जीत की जिम्मेदारी। चलिए बात करते हैं अर्जुन देशवाल और गुमान सिंह से। बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका।
थैंक यू।
अर्जुन, पिछले 2 मैचेस में आपकी टीम जीत की खोज में है। अगर आज भी हार जाती है तो प्लेऑफ्स का प्रेशर बढ़ जाएगा। टीम इस प्रेशर को कैसे हैंडल कर रही है?
देखिए, 2 मैच जो हमसे लूज़ हुए हैं, पिछला मैच हमसे बहुत ही गलत लूज़ हुआ है क्योंकि वो हमारे लिए जीतना बहुत ज़रूरी था। तो इसमें कुछ भी मान लो, प्रेशर मान लो, कुछ भी मान लो, लेकिन आज का जो मैच हमारे लिए वो जीतना कंपलसरी है क्योंकि बहुत ज़रूरी है अगर प्लेऑफ्स में जाना है। अगर आज का मैच भी हम गलती से हारते हैं तो हमारे लिए प्लेऑफ्स की दौड़ बहुत दूर चली जाएगी
जी।
तो आज का मैच तो हम जो गलतियाँ हम पिछली बार करी है, हमने पिछले मैच में की है, तो उस चीज़ को हम नोट भी करके आए हैं, सीख के भी आए हैं उस चीज़ से, तो आज में गलतियाँ हमसे नहीं होगी।
गुमान, आपकी टीम का कॉन्फिडेंस हाई होगा क्योंकि यू मुंबा के सामने बहुत अच्छी जीत दर्ज करके हुए आ रहे हैं। क्या इस मोमेंटम को बरकरार रखना टीम के लिए बहुत ज़रूरी होगा आज के मैच में?
यस मैम, क्योंकि पिछला मैच यू मुंबा के साथ था, हमारा बहुत ही अच्छा हुआ था और हम उसमें जीते थे, तो उससे हमारा कॉन्फिडेंस भी अप है। और आज का मैच है जो, तो हम फ्री माइंड से खेलें क्योंकि हमें प्ले ऑफ के बारे में अभी नहीं सोचा है। इस मैच पे फोकस हमारा ज़्यादा, तो ये मैच जीतना ज़रूरी है।
अच्छा, एचएस राकेश भी बहुत अच्छे लय में दिखे और बहुत अच्छे मोमेंट पे उन्होंने फॉर्म पकड़ा है, तो वो आपके लिए बहुत अच्छी चीज़ है। अर्जुन, पिछले 2 मैचेस में आपका टाइम ऑफ कोर्ट बढ़ा था, तो क्या टीम आपको रिवाइव नहीं कर पा रही है? क्या वो प्रेशर आ रहा है टीम पर?
देखिए, लगा है पिछला मैच अगर देखा जाए तो टीम ने मैच इतना फास्ट किया है कि वो हाफ से बाद में तो समझ ही नहीं आया। डिफेंसिंग एंड रेडिंग में भी स्कोर नहीं आया, क्योंकि अगर एक चीज़ भी चलती तो हम काश मैच जीतते, क्योंकि हमारे पास उस टाइम लीड थी। लेकिन जो गलती हमने पिछले मैच में कर दी है, अब उसको दोहराना तो गलत ही होगा। लेकिन जो गलतियाँ की हैं वो बहुत बड़ी गलतियाँ थी पिछले मैच में। अगर आगे वो गलतियाँ होती है तो हम शायद क्वालिफाई हमसे बहुत दूर ही चला जाएगा। लेकिन आज का मैच हमारे लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है।
जी, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। और गुमान, आपके लिए भी डू और डाई रेड नहीं, आज डू और डाई मैच है, क्योंकि अगर आज आप हार जाते हो तो बहुत मुश्किल हो जाएगा प्लेऑफ्स में क्वालिफाई करना।
हाँ जी, अगर आज का मैच लूज करते हैं तो प्लेऑफ से बाहर हो जाएंगे, इसीलिए प्रेशर तो नहीं बोल सकते। कोच साहब ने पहले ही बोला है कि प्रेशर नहीं लेना प्लेऑफ्स का, तो ये जो मैच है इस पर फोकस करो और पहले ये मैच जीतना ज़रूरी है।
आप दोनों को आज के मुकाबले के लिए ऑल द बेस्ट, क्योंकि इंपॉर्टेंट मुकाबला दोनों ही टीम्स के लिए।
थैंक यू।
तो इन पड़ोसियों की जंग में आज होगा बहुत बड़ा फाइट, बिकॉज ये है फाइट फॉर द प्लेऑफ्स।
Stress. The Dream 11 starting 7. Who are the guys who are going to face it?
Okay, I look at Jaipur Pink Panthers and I do not see Lucky on the other side. Okay, so that is one thing. And on the other side, when you talk about it, Guman's there, Rakesh is there, Neeraj is there. Neeraj is not performing well. Mohammad Nabi Baksh starts as an all-rounder. This is what it is for the two
But
sides.
listen, the Jaipur Pink Panthers are playing 3 Raiders. They're playing Dharan there. So they've added a Raider to the mix. I'll tell you what, we had promised to tell you who the X factor for this game would be. And we're speaking about HS Rakesh. Everyone said after Partik's injury, the Gujarat Giants had lost someone very important to them. But HS Rakesh has stepped in and filled that slot really well.
Yeah, absolutely. As you talk about, Oaks grow strong in contrary winds. I mean, this boy, we know what he's capable of. Tall unit, mighty reach. All you need to do was show a little bit of belief. 8 points, 2 tackle points. When you're contributing from the defense as well, which means if the difference is very tiny between the two sides, suddenly you can look back at it and say, wow, I did it.
All right, this is going to be one tense game. The Gujarat Giants versus the Jaipur Pink Panthers, both fighting to stay alive. The line is drawn. The game is on. Let's play Kabaddi.
The road to the playoffs continues at our final destination in Pune. The Steelers rampaged past the Titans with a scoreline of 46-25 last night. Yes, 51 days done and dusted and we move on. Mighty Money had a blast in the last game against the Titans. And remember, the spark is there. All they need is the flame of a breakthrough performance to keep their playoff hopes alive. Can the Warriors win again? That's the question we're looking at. Because the Bulls can now play with freedom. Test the opposition and try new antics. They're definitely here to disrupt, dismantle and disorient the opposition. The Bulls want to make sure the others don't sleep easy. Match number 2 tonight for us, Bengal Warriors versus the Bengaluru Bulls. This is a team with nothing to lose and everything to prove. And remember, that can be a dangerous combination. One win and they can still continue to aim for the playoffs. Guman Singh is ready for another challenge. All eyes on the other side are on their one-man army. The Raid Machines carrying the weight of their playoff dreams. The weight of the seasoned rest on his ability to defy the odds. Match number 1 for us. It's the Gujarat Giants taking on the Jaipur Pink Panthers. Yes, we're getting ready. The fight for the playoffs are here already. You see all the teams there fighting it out to make sure that they enter the top 6. Live action from the Balewadi Sports Complex in Pune. You're seeing the fans there in attendance in large numbers. Sitting alongside me is a birthday boy from yesterday, Mr. Padamjit Sarawat. Happy belated birthday, Paddy.
I talk about the big story. Yeah, thank you, Stalin. And big story 2. Talk about the mighty Raiders. 15-26, rated number 2 in the history of the league as compared to number 1 Pardeep Narwal. Talk about the super tense Pardeep Narwal will rule the raid metrics for a long time to come. Big story number 3, must win for Giants and Pink Panthers. Head to head, yeah, this is tight. This is too close for comfort. 2 ties also for them. So what do you expect? Cracker of a contest. Arjun Deswal, pressure or pleasure? Okay, Raid Machine is gearing up.
They have the Raid Machine. The Panthers are looking lean and mean, ready to pounce on the opposition. Please welcome Jaipur Pink Panthers!
This is going to be an important one. This is going to be a big one. The 2-time champions are now in a tight spot. Remember, they have an X factor, the Raid Machine. He's a game changer and he's the man they are banking on to turn it around. It's one mission to lead this team back to the playoffs now. And he's one man who can make it work, one machine who can continue to raid and get the engines alive and active once again. Yes, they will remember the gods. They'll want to turn that red to green once again. Coming in the last 5 games, they played that 1 tie, 1 loss as well. Let's have a look at the Dream 11 starting 7. They have their trump card in there, Paddy. Raid Machine Arjun.
Yeah, and I think Ankush Rathi becomes very, very crucial for their chances as well. It's normally a very similar sort of a defense, but Ronak comes in place of Lucky. Arjun Deswal, of course, is the nucleus of the side. Neeraj Narwal and Dharnidharan, the 2 supporting Raiders. Make your own team, please, if you haven't done that already. Talk about their opponents. I mean, they are at number 10 at the moment, and they are gearing up for this one. Pink Panthers, beware of the Titans.
From the land of Sabarmati, the team with the ambition of winning their maiden title, Gujarat Giants!
This is a do-or-die game for them. You'll get more of such applause if you keep winning. There's an absolute binding condition attached to their journey today. A little bit of more in that stride, a little bit of more hunger in that soul, a little bit of more fight in their stride. Look at the last 5 games, 2 losses, 2 wins and a tie. We are talking about the team from Gujarat.
Yeah, if you'll have a look at the Dream 11 starting 7, almost the same side. Guman Singh, the captain. Rakesh is in there. Neeraj Kumar, Mohit, Sombir, Rohit and Mohammad Nabi Baksh. So remember to make your own teams. Love to see Rohit in there as well. And let's wait and find out what Gujarat can do tonight. When you look at the players to watch out for, Gunman Guman, he has a lot of responsibility and definitely needs a gun performance tonight.
And then talk about Dream 11 player to watch out for. Always elevating, always evolving. Knows the way, goes the way, shows the way. Do it one more time, Arjun.
Remember, both the teams are fighting it out to make sure they try and win this match. Haryana Steelers, they're already right on top. If Gujarat Giants win today, they will have the Q in front of their name, Paddy. How important is that? Haryana Steelers will become the first team to qualify into the playoffs.
And they are aiming for finish in the top 2 in the points table. Coin went up a short while back. Jaipur Pink Panthers have won the toss. Gujarat Giants will make the first raid of the game.
Line drawn. Game on. Kabaddi.
Kabaddi, no Kabaddi, 8 Kabaddi, 7 Kabaddi, 6 Kabaddi, 5 Kabaddi, 4 Kabaddi, 3 Kabaddi, 2 Kabaddi, 1 Kabaddi.
Preparation meets opportunity, and there is an opportunity for both the teams today to play and survive. Let's wait and find out who does that best. Gurman Guman begin proceedings for us. Gujarat Giants, they've come in from that win in that last game against Humama, Paddy. It was a very close one, just at 1 point.
And those close finishes, they somehow find the way to deliver the final blow. Ramya, Sanjeev Balya, you know what? You can't even imagine the pressure that both these gentlemen will be going through. Okay, now what does he go through? How does he handle so much of pressure? He's not 9 to 5, he's 24/7. He's Arjun Deswal.
Not only pressure, the toe touch, the signature toe touch from Arjun Deswal. That's how he begins, picks up Mohammad Nabi Baksh, and that's what he can do. It's not one, it's a multi-point raid.
It's a treat to watch. He can do the damage, picks up the bonus first, and then inflicts the damage on Nabi Baksh, the all-rounder. Was Aman Singh comes in yet again. 522 overall number of raid points in the history of the league. Average of 6.9. Okay, you'll never be amongst those match winners and the game changers. Now here, actually his numbers are far better than the others. But those numbers will never make you a legend.
You're absolutely right. You need to have that consistency. He's found his form in the last few games, but it's now until when he puts it into practice. Continue to be consistent, hold your ground, don't get or come under pressure. Because Arjun Deswal on the other side, Paddy, more than 50% contribution from his side alone for the Jaipur Pink Panthers.
And right now, I think he's picked up a bonus already. The best thing about him is, with the utmost amount of ease that he picks up points. Bonus is something that's picked up. He's not greedy for more. He's a good student of the game, picks up the bonus. And now, who comes in? Stalin will tell you.
Yeah, high-skilled Rakesh, but we're looking at the bonus, just like Paddy mentioned, picture perfect. Rakesh as well has been complimenting Guman Singh really well in the last few games. He picks up Surjit and the cover region, and that's a good way to begin with.
You talk about this. You know what? In KBD Live, we were talking about him. He can be your X factor, right? Rakesh. Who does he target? The mightiest in the team.
I would love that you guys talk about me as well, Paddy. High-skilled Rakesh there on that occasion picked up the point. 3-2 at the minute. Oh, Neeraj. That's a good start for the Pink Panthers.
Audacity.
Red save 1 point. Jaipur
Stallions
Pink
audacity.
Panthers. Jersey number 37 out.
Oh, look at that. Look at that from Neeraj. This is what you want, actually. We've been discussing all this while as to where do the Pink Panthers find support from? Where does Arjun Deshwal find the support from? And I think Neeraj Narwal, Abhijit, these are players who need to step up. It's now or never for the Pink Panthers. Two-time champions. They find themselves in a spot. And this is very good from the left corner there, Ankush Rati.
1 point Jaipur Pink Panthers.
First successful tackle of the first half is being celebrated by Sriram Fine as Ankush starts, Surjit finishes, deadly combo, well done. And this is what I was talking about, Rajesh and I. We were discussing this, and that's the reason we ask our fans and Kabaddi lovers to watch Kabaddi Live, because that is where we build all these stories. We talk about the individual battles, we talk about who can be the X-Factor player. Now here, I think Mr. Narwal is right. He's used the lobbies to perfection.
Get away, keep going. That's what he's done there. He's looking a little swift today, a little more agile, fast and quick. Keep your eyes on Neeraj, tries to get a touch on Nabi Bakshi. He's seen the defender advancing towards him, Mohit, and he tries to escape over the midline. Oh yes, 2 points for Neeraj.
24 out.
And that will take the pressure off Arjun. Now Arjun will say, okay, I don't need to do everything here. I can choose, pick and then raid. I can raid at my own pace, with my own style. I don't need to come out of my box. I don't need to come out of my comfort zone. 7 to the Jaipur Pink Panthers. That defense, okay, today they... Oh, Surjit! Watch his Rezamir Bagheri pluck him out of thin air. Oh, Ramir says, how? But wow!
Oh, this was incredible. Textbook tackle there from Rezamir Bagheri. He's been brilliant. Remember, he doesn't shy away from going in for those tackles. Loves to take the responsibility on himself. He's done that. Gujarat Giants down to 2 players. Rough super tackle opportunity was in there. And Neeraj will fall prey to Arjun Deshwal. That's what the Pink Panthers can do.
Oh, talk about this. You know what, he was wasting far too much time there. I think the defender should have reacted well in time. Now suddenly Gujarat Giants are down to lone raider standing at. This is the time when teams say, okay, take the bonus. We are hardly concerned. We want to get you later when you go and become a defender. If at all there's a chance here, they will not go for the advanced tackle because they understand a touch point brings about a revival. They want an all-out at any cost at the moment. Rezamir Bagheri says, enough is enough. You are ours, and the all-out is ours as well.
Yeah, I think there is some discussion still going on there, but it should be an all-out. I would say this is the master of timing from Reza. He waited for the moment, saw the opportunity, and there. Has he gone out now? That's the question.
He's okay. All-out will be inflicted. No, this is what team effort is. If everyone's moving forward together, then success takes care of itself. He is absolutely all right. The decision has to come in the favor of an all-out. Rezamir Bagheri, where's he going?
Bonus plus 1 point Gujarat Giants. 1 defender out of bounds. 1 point Jaipur Pink Panthers.
Hold on. Stalin, was there something that we missed there? Hold on, look at this. I think we could not figure anything that said that there was never a point where none of his body part was involved. Okay, now all out had to come a little later, 10 seconds later, but the all out is here. But I was completely flummoxed with that decision.
Yeah, not quite sure there what went down. But irrespective, the Pink Panthers have attained that all out. They've inflicted that all out on the Gujarat Giants. They've made the necessary changes there on the other side. And this will be a good start, though, for the Pink Panthers, because remember, today's game is a must-win. It's a very important one for them. The team's defense in the last 5 matches, 56 tackle points. They've been doing well. They need to keep that consistency and try and get a little bit more.
Oh, on the run, he's looking very, very good. Confidence from the last 2 games is rubbing in his veins at the moment. And he's getting converted into points. Bonus has been given to him. Arjun Deshwal will go back. Raid will have to be restarted. A lot of talk happening, chatter happening on the mat.
Yeah, well, you see, each of them won the points. Quite a fight there to try and see which team's back that Arjun Deshwal. The last game, he got those 7 rate points.
Oh, that's a beauty. Stalin, that is a beauty. Now, that is not a normal skill to have. He moves towards the right corner, stops, and completely flamoxes who? The senior most, Neeraj, on the bench. Look at that. He stops. Oh, reverse toe touch, off you go. How's that for balance? How's that for presence of mind? This sport rewards quick decision making. Surjit,
1 point, Gujarat
poor
Giants.
at that.
Jersey number 6 out.
Yeah, that was a fantastic no-look sweep. But Surjit on the other side, I think that's been the problem, Paddy, with him also. Tries to just get a little ahead, just a little ahead, leaves the chain, makes a mistake. With the kind of speed that Rakesh has, the way he can get back to the midline, you can't afford to make those mistakes.
Okay, now well done. It started with the left corner. And the defense came in time.
Bonus
Total
point,
annihilation.
Jaipur Panthers. 1 point, Gujarat Giants.
Yeah, it's now Gujarat Giants are trying to get back on their feet. Fantastic ankle hold, and then the entire team coming together. That's more like it. That's more what you want from the Giants. And remember, the defense has also done well in the last few matches. They're slowly trying to up the ante. High-skilled Rakesh. He's found the form, tries to run around, so close to Ronak at the right corner. He has the opportunity today to play in place of Lucky Sharma.
All is well in a defense of 5. They have a lead of 7 points at the moment, Jaipur Pink Panthers. They can afford to take this easy. Okay, now suddenly Dharan comes into raid. He makes his first one. Before this, Arjun 4 raids. Neeraj Nanwar 4 raids. They've divided the duties amongst themselves. But here he comes. Bonus! Off he goes!
Ready, set, 1
Now,
point,
is that a
Jaipur
bonus
Pink
plus
Panthers.
1 or
Jersey
just the
number 4
only
out.
touch point?
Oh, lovely, lovely from the Pink Panthers. Too good. I think it should be bonus plus 1. A multi-point rate, Paddy.
Now, suddenly, when you get contributions coming in from Neeraj, who's got 5. Now, here, this is going to be, I think, a 2-point rate. I thought it was a bonus. We'll still wait for the verdict. I'd love to see that replay, though. 16-8 in favor of Jaipur Pink Panthers. Surjit number 6, right cover defender. Reza holding his hand. Jersey number 1, left cover defender. Ankush in the left corner. Ankush everywhere! He can be challan for overspeeding. But at the moment, he doesn't mind that because the team has picked a point and a huge raider.
Absolutely brilliant, this from the left corner, Ankush Rathi. He went for it. He knew exactly what the job he had in mind. 16-8 at the moment. We're entering the first strategic timeout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after 90 seconds.
Coming out of the strategic timeout, 10 minutes gone in the game. 17-8 in favor of Jaipur Pink Panthers. It's all about the glitterati, it's all about spectacle and the game changers and the match winners. Talk about Dabang Delhi, talk about the firepower, UPO does the tall raiders, Mighty clashes on your way as Devang will get another chance to prove his mettle. Super clashes next 3 days.
Yeah, the biggies there. Yumamba taking on Talaivas on the 11th and then so on. Delhi, Dabang Delhi also in the mix. But remember, answer these daily questions. Who is known as the raid machine of PKL? Is it Arjun Deshwal or Vijay Malik? Remember to log on to theglance.com and answer this question. PKL Dekho, Melbourne Jaws. Don't lose your opportunity. Continue to answer these questions and boost your chances of getting your ticket to Melbourne.
Tomorrow in Kabaddi Live, we'll surely talk about your Hindi speaking skills, which are getting better.
Sitting in the company of a multilingual commentator, I think I have to do that, Paddy. 17-8 at the minute and multilingual, multi-skilled raid machine. Arjun Deshwal, he's looked good so far. 5 points for him so far. And Neeraj Narwal as well has got 5 there today.
Yeah, you know what? Teamwork is the secret that makes common people achieve uncommon results. As simple as that. Today, Arjun is a lot swifter, and Arjun is not carrying a lot of baggage today. Why? Because he's getting support. Kicks him. Does he get a point is the big question. He may not have, but at least he was not looking stressed. He was not compelled to bring in a point. Jersey number 15, what does that tell you? It tells you that they're using everything that they have. It tells you that this is the best that they've got. Guman, the left raider, has not done everything right. Nobody can do everything right, but he has been their torchbearer.
Yeah, I think he's the only player who's been going in with some gun performance, spearheading the raiding, and off lately Rakesh has tried to contribute really well. Dhanidharan comes in from the left side, tries an acrobatic kick. He's fast as well, but remember he has a height advantage. Can get back quickly to the midline and he needs to use that. Tonight, he's gone in for that one raid. He's bought that 1 point for his team so far.
And the beauty about this sport is that it is a sport of comebacks. If a team is thinking that 17-8, oh, we have this game in our pocket, hold on, it can change very quickly. Ankush, last 5 matches, 4-3-2, 3-3. I would want to also see, when you talk about the numbers, you know, what has been the strike rate. Okay, the first one of the night. Here it comes. It is do or die. You know, you are your own enemy and you know yourself. If you know your strength. Oh.
All right. Look at them. They're happy. The coach is surely not happy, but you have to give it to Neeraj Narwal. Definitely pushed and powered through Neeraj there.
Yeah, you're your own enemy if you know your strength, which turns into a weakness. You know what? This is totally being over-ambitious. Another do-or-die raid. Okay, there is an absolute binding condition attached to that raid. Prove a point to stay on the mat. It's as simple as that. Get your squat low and get your standards high. He does it! Backtracking skills! Reza Mir Bagheri on the bench.
Yeah, bad timing. Definitely bad timing from Reza. He was asking the right corner. Ronak to stay behind. But in the bargain, tried to get through. And he was ready. Guman Singh was ready to get back. That's what he does. That's how he can power through the opposition in a do-or-die raid. Arjun Deshwal tries a running hand touch. He gets a running hand touch. That's more like him.
Yeah, and the utmost amount of ease with which he does that. He can flow like a river. He's a perfected poem with powerful punches. He's a thing of beauty when he's in full flow. I mean, today I think he's at his best, because when you talk about his hunting skills, I mean, those hunting skills are a second to none. Let me say that. Powers of deductions are very uncanny. 6 efforts. He's not been tackled even once. They're still talking about Arjun Deshwal, who's the only man who is disinterested in that defense.
Bonus point, Gujarat Giants.
Now here he comes, a rough super tackle opportunity for the Gujarat Giants. Can they make the most of it? 2 points to get back. Arjun Deshwal tries to push through the defense over to one side. Himanshu is in there. What are they trying to do? Goes for it. Himanshu does go for it. But it's Arjun Deshwal and you will fall prey to that Panther. The fans are having a good time there, Paddy.
Look, he changes directions. He's thinking one step ahead of you. Anticipation is a very important skill in this sport. There comes Guman yet again. They're more than happy to give him the bonus. All that they do not want to give him is a touch point. Touch point will bring about a revival. Last 5 raids for him. He's picked up 2 points. Now, Guman's got 3. Rakesh has got 4. Overall, the team's got 8 raid points as compared to 15 from Jaipur Pink Panthers. They're down to 2 Gujarat Giants at the moment. 7 to Arjun, 7 to Neeraj, 1 to Dharan. 1 versus 2. He just might make this a 4-pointer. You never know. Into the lobbies, he's happy with 1 is what I think.
He's got Guman. He's got Guman. That's why you won't risk it. That's okay, he says. Look at that running hand touch.
He's more than happy to take care of competition. Competition on the bench, he says. There's a double delight for a raider when you tag a raider from the opponent camp. Okay, and this is...
Green card. During the
green card there.
Jaipur Pink Panthers.
What does that mean? It's a warning. 2 green cards get converted into 1 yellow. Okay, there's a chance here for Jaipur Pink Panthers to inflict 1 more all-out on their opponents.
Yeah, 22-11. There is an opportunity. Definitely a chance. Oh, he's helping the Gujarat Giants. Rohit swipes a leg, gets Ronak at that right corner, and he's helping the Giants survive here.
He saw it coming, was not able to take evasive action. And that is what you need to do. He's caught napping, so to say. 1 versus 2. HS Rakesh one side. If he throws a kick, it's going to be very different. Oh, anticipation. False spray. Sombir goes on the bench.
1 point.
Oh, man, sorry, Rohit.
Panthers. Jersey number 37.
Yeah, it was Rohit on that occasion. He got the kick right on that occasion. This time out, he was trying to get Arjun Deshwal with a tackle. Remember, Rakesh, we call him high-skilled for a reason because off lately, he's showing us that skill. Off lately, he's bringing in those points. Tries a dupki, still chance. Razamir Bagheri comes in, and that should be an all-out. Finally, 23-12, and 3 points coming. The all-out has been inflicted by the Pink Panthers once again on the Gujarat Giants.
And what does it tell you? It gives your morale a boost. It gives your confidence a lift. Backtracking skills, but they've said, shut the door, Raider on the floor, we are rising high. How about a high five?
Yeah, just brilliant today. That's what the Pink Panthers can do, and that's what they need, Pat. They need to put that pressure and play like this. Yes, Gujarat Giants, they're trying to find their feet. It's an important game for them. And that's a very good tackle as well. Rohit once again at the left corner.
It's a very important tackle there. All they need is a little bit of belief here, because suddenly when you've taken 2 all-outs, your confidence can go for a toss. Your belief can evaporate in thin air. And it's a 12-point lead. But a 12-point lead is nothing in the sport where you've got 22 more minutes. Yes, the confidence is high when you talk about the Jaipur Pink Panthers. Yes, Arjun is trading very well. He's 1 short of a Super 10 already with 2 minutes and 40 seconds and around at the moment. Oh, no, he'll carry you down. One more time. I think Ronak is making far too many errors.
I think now he's soaking in the pressure a little too much, Ronak. The first time he got out, second time, it's an error. Just trying to let that pressure off him, trying to go in for the tackle, and everybody knows that it was not required.
Not for the first time on the night when you speak about Ronak, for the second time. Okay, tackle points. Jitendra's got 37, Himanshu 30, Somi 27, Rohit, the man you're very fond of, he's got 21. Up he goes, off he goes. He's got a lot of potential as Dharan picks up the second of the night.
Yeah, they need that more from the supporting Raiders. Fantastic jump. He's watching until that last move, until the last second, which is so important in the game. You keep watching. 27-15 so far. 5 tackle points tonight for the Pink Panthers, just 2 for the Gujarat Giants, which tells you that the defense is doing good. And just when I was about to complete my line, it's HS Rakesh who pulls 1 more.
HS Rakesh continues the good form from the previous 2 games. He was not very good when the tournament started. First 7 games to the side were not good. And as Rakesh goes into the legs, he turns his body, falls on. He's a tall unit, mind you. You know what, just 2 do-or-die raids talent. Arjun Deshwal 1 short of a well-deserved Super 10. 10th effort for him. So far he's got 9 out of 9, 100% strike rate. There's been no blemish at all. He can become a left raider, can become a right raider. Does most things right. And he's not greedy at all. Hold on. Oh, there was a chance for him to get rate point number 10 there. He missed it.
Yeah, Rohit, so sly, so close. So just trying to squeeze himself in there. And the Pink Panthers as well, they thought probably Arjun would take that risk, take that point there, try and get that touch. HS Rakesh, he has the speed. Now you see Surjit has gone towards that right corner. Slight switch there.
As a huge switch. Yes, he's playing on the right side of his, because I can understand it's going to be different for him if he plays in the left corner. So right cover defender can play in the right corner. The problem is you need to have a sense for the boundary onto your right hand side, because when you're a right cover defender, you don't need to worry about right or left, because there's a lot of... All you need to worry about is the line behind your back. There's a little bit of change for mindset as well when you become a corner defender from a cover defender. Arjun, look how side on he is. Poetry in motion. Okay, calm by nature, destructive by play. Great skill set, great mindset. And the biggest skill set is the ability to conquer your mind.
Half-time.
Yeah, I think he does that well as well. He's got the mindset. Even though he goes down, he gets back up. 16-27 or 27-16 as you may want to call it. The Pink Panthers, they're looking really good. They've had a very good start in the first half of the match. 11 raids for Arjun. Just the last 2 raids were empty raids, and that's why it's the 9 raid points. When you look at him, he's got the moves. He's always watching. Look at the multi-point raid. First the bonus. Nice pitch, perfect. He's happy with that, and he's going back once again to get that toe touch. Mohammad Nabi Baksh. And look at that. At the left in. Mohammad Nabi Baksh didn't know when Arjun was coming at him. Does that so quickly, Barry.
No. The balance of an athlete. Look at that. He does that and he's back on his feet. Normally you can crumble, you can fall like a building also sometimes, but that is Arjun for you. Talk about top 3 raiders this season. Young Devang Dalal is ruling the roost. He's standing tall like a tall structure. Ashu Malik 187. Arjun Deswal. This is going to be Arjun's motivation. That there are 2 other raiders who've scored more raid points than he has. Phase-wise, how have the teams performed so far?
Yeah, in the first 10 minutes, you can see the Pink Panthers there. They were playing exceptionally well. Inflicted that all-out in a second 10 as well. They made sure they pick another all-out. So they've got their engines working. And remember, when you look at comebacks, you have the numbers on your screen. There are teams who have always done it. And there is a chance, once again, for the Gujarat Giants to get back into the game. You have their coach, Ram Meher, who's talking to them. And who will be talking and who will be playing in the next match as well. It's the Bengal Warriors and the Bulls. Don't go anywhere. It's just half-time. We're coming back soon.
Table toppers will be in action tomorrow. The Steely Resolve, the deadly Shadlu, the thinking coach, and then Tamil Talaiwas up against U Mumba. Haryana Steelers will be up against the Bengaluru Bulls, mind you. Okay, these are the two games coming for you tomorrow. Fight for playoffs. Steelers versus the Bulls, U Mumba versus Tamil Talaiwas. When we talk about this game, the first one of the 10th of December, it is the Jaipur Pink Panthers who have an 11-point lead at halftime.
Yeah, and that's quite a good start, quite a good lead as well. If you look at the Dream 11 top picks, it's a no-brainer for all the fans in there who picked in Arjun Deshwal. 95% of them have him in the team. I would as well. And then Ankush Radhi, Razamir Bagheri, Guman Singh. So I think everyone's picked their favorite, who's Arjun. He has a responsibility and soaks in the pressure really well as well in important games. This game being very important for them. You see the experienced Arjun speaking to a young gun, Dharani Dharan. And that's good to see that he's transferring the creativity, transferring the knowledge, the expertise he has. And Dharani Dharan has to now step up as well.
Yeah, and make a place for yourself. You are at the biggest platform, right? The world's cream is playing Kabaddi on the mat at the moment. 11-point lead for Jaipur Pink Panthers. They'll be more than happy to be defending in 5 because the bonus has been snatched away. Ankush, the left corner defender, has got 2 out of 2. So the good thing about him is his certainty, decisiveness. Either he has been totally into it or completely out of it. He avoids the kick. Well done. Look at that. It's like a guerrilla warfare. All eyes on number 3 jersey, Ankush.
Yeah, 2 empty raids to begin with for both teams. Arjun is here once again. He's up against an entire pack. He knows he can get the bonus. He's good with that. He's also good with making sure he deceives the opposition. Maybe a toe touch as well involved. You never know. And versus the Giants, since PKL 9, he's got an average of 11.6 rate points, Paddy, which is good.
Which is very good. I mean, you know what? There he goes. Has he got a point? He hasn't. Stays on 9. He's a good student of the game. He asks for a bonus. Will he get it? They're not even consulting. He doesn't give the officials time to think as well. Well done. Well done, Guman. Guman comes in straight away. These little bit of thinking on your feet really helps sometimes. This is smartness. Becomes a right trader. Now becomes a left trader. Ankush, jersey number 3, is itching to go towards him. Holding his hand is Dharani Dharan. Now Razamir Bagheri. Off you go. My story, my point, my boom.
It's the first successful tackle of the second half, celebrated by Shriram Finance. He's a risk taker, Reza, the Iranian superpower. He has to be the man in defense who runs the engine, and he's doing that. Oh, they are a happy bunch there in the crowd. But it's a do-or-die raid for Arjun Deshwal. No room forever. It's all or nothing. You gotta do what you gotta do. No time there. Just the last 10 seconds. And he gets caught.
1 point, Gujarat Giants.
Arjun Deshwal chose himself. Well done. First time he's got tackled in the night. First time. I think that when you talk about nervous 90s for a batter, talk about the nervousness there. He's been hanging at 9-8 points for a long, long time. This can be the opportunity that Gujarat Giants have been looking for. Tackle points, 3 more for Jaipur Pink Panthers, 5 more rate points for them. They're actually led in most departments.
Now they've also made that switch there. They've brought in Adesh Sivach, who's come in as another young raider. And you can see the plan now from the Pink Panthers. They're going to push this to a do-or-die raid. Razamir Bagheri goes in. He will legitimize the raid, just try and play with the clock a bit. If he had a chance, Paddy, I think he would love to take the points as well. There's something with the Iranians and going to raid and defend.
Absolutely, and that's the reason why they are a very, very strong international team. Because they are filled with superstars who are all-rounders. Each player can raid, each player can defend. Up he goes, down he comes, flat on the mat. Well done.
Red out, 1 point, Jaipur Pink Panthers.
Life is made of ever so many partings wielded together.
Yeah, that was good from Ronak at that right corner. NYP player, his second point of the night. And he's making the most of it, the boy from Uttar Pradesh. A chance for him to perform, and you got to do it when this game is very important for your team. Remember, Pink Panthers, if they can really win with a good margin as well, it will help them. But this time, it's the Giants.
Jaipur Pink Panthers, 1 point Gujarat Giants.
Yeah, I mean, well done. Togetherness for a reason. Himanshu goes low, and I think the job was done there. The others just came to mark their attendance. Neeraj comes in with the assistance. Well, Neeraj has really had an awful season so far. Today, 3 unsuccessful tackles. As it stands, if Jaipur Pink Panthers win this game, they'll go to the 6th spot with 56 points in the game. Ankush dives! Defense thrives!
1 point Jaipur Pink Panthers.
Yeah, nowhere to go for Adesh Savach. That's another point for Ankush Rati on the night. He's getting everything correct. That's his 3rd tackle and 3rd tackle point. 100% conversion rate. Vikash Kandola loves it as well.
They're in for a purpose today. Sweat now, pizza later is the attitude.
Wow. Arjun Deshwal will visit the bench the 2nd time. And like you mentioned, Paddy, he's lingering on those 9 rate points. Since then, he hasn't got back.
He's got a blow on the head, a little bit of cut as well, but that will not hurt as much as the fact that he succumbed. One more time, the pressure that he's feeling. Ramer is up on his feet. He's angry. He's distraught. He's saying, okay, time to bring about a change. Keep Arjun on the bench for a long time. Ankush is the other one. If Ankush goes, suddenly who to fill in the left corner slot? And that will become a problem for them. So I think I would want Rakesh to just go there, throw a big kick to Ankush, and that is where you can score a point over him.
Yeah, try and exploit that part of the game. Take the risk. Someone has to go and try and exploit that left corner. See if you send Ankush to the bench, what happens? Can we break that Jaipur Pink Panthers team? Because so far Arjun has been on the bench. Somehow they managed to revive him. Maybe it's the defense, maybe it's Dharani Dharan, who's a bottom back. So the Pink Panthers are surviving on that front today. You can see 2 of their ace raiders sitting on the bench so far. And Ankush and company in the defense trying to make sure that they get the defensive points. Running and touch on Rezamir Bagheri. That's the gun performance
Jersey number 6 out.
that Gunman Guman has. Now hang on. Just hang on. It's not Reza. It's Surjit. Oh my word. Just when you thought the pace was slowly accelerated towards Rezamir Bagheri, it's Surjit, the man in question. The experience of Surjit there will need to be brought to the table quite quickly. Neeraj Narwal comes in here to try and get that raid. Remember, there's always been a comeback in this game of Kabaddi. There are teams who've been trailing by 5+ points, have come back 7+, 10+. So there is a chance. There's always an opportunity. You just got to believe. 20-31 at the moment so far.
11-point lead is a huge lead in the sport of Kabaddi, but then what time is it that we're talking about the lead? It's as simple as that. How much time is left in the game? 12 minutes and counting is a huge time. It can be eternity. We've seen teams wiping off the deficit of 11 points in 3 minutes. Okay, now you've got brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. This is do or die. You need to prove a point there. There he goes, dives! He does it!
That's what you need. That's exactly what you need from your supporting teammates. Arjun Deshwal, Dharani Dharan, they will be happy with that because they're currently on the bench. And Neeraj Narwal needs to make sure he revives them. And that's a biggie. Dharani Dharan is back. Remember, the next revival will be Arjun Deshwal. And that could be it. This is so strong from the Pink Panthers defense. They're just doing everything right so far. Rezamir Bagheri all by himself. One-man army. And then the defense gets together. That's the 9th tackle point of the night for the Pink Panthers.
No, in the second half, Gujarat only have 1 rate point. What does that tell you? I mean, what is this team known for? When they started the season, the coach said, okay, I'm going to produce 3 Pardeep Narwals. First 7 games, they only had 1 win to show, and the win came against Bengaluru Bulls. Super, stellar, solid. Off you go one more time.
Gujarat Giants.
Yeah, it's not going to help Dharani Dharan, nor is it going to help the Pink Panthers. He'll need to keep his focus better, try and concentrate on what he's doing, because you look away, you give away a point. That's the game of Kabaddi. Ankush Rati, tonight 3 tackle points for him. He's been absolutely brilliant, and so has Reza Mir Bagheri, who's got 4. Just the 1 unsuccessful tackle, so they're playing well. You can see Arjun Deshwal, who's back on the mat, and Pink Panthers back with the defensive powers. Super stuff so far against the Gujarat Giants.
Plucks him out of thin air, and the beauty was Reza Mir Bagheri changed his direction. Otherwise, he was carrying a lot of momentum, energy and life into that body. 13-point lead for Jaipur Pink Panthers. Arjun has been stranded on 9 dead points for a very long time. He's not even looking for that 10 point. He's more than happy with the fact that the team has 13 dead points. Champions bear their bruises with pride. Look at that. He's looking at the clock. He's looking at the defense. He's hiding that smile. They've completely flummoxed their opponents today. Down to the last 10 minutes of this game. It is a 13-point lead for the Jaipur Pink Panthers. Can the tables turn? They can.
We're coming back from the strategic timeout, and it's still the Pink Panthers are doing everything right. When it comes to tackle points, they've got 10 already. Right after this, you're going to look at the Sultan taking on Pardeep Narwal and company. Bengal Warriors up against the Bengaluru Bulls. Remember, Sultan Fazal has always been there in the teams that are going into the playoffs. Paddy, Bengal Warriors since season 7, they haven't been into the playoffs.
Yeah, and the leader there, he is softest tone with the loudest message. What sort of a team will they be playing today in the Dream 11 starting 7? Mayur Kadam finds a place. Vishwas, Pranay Rane are there. I don't see Mani there. No Maninda for them. Pardeep Narwal is there. And Jai Bhagwan is there. My man is not there. Who is my man? Tell me from the Bulls, who is my man? Who I always wanted to be in the Dream 11 starting 7. Akshit.
Oh. Just hoping that the young guns also get a chance. I think the Bengaluru Bulls can afford to give their youngsters a chance, and probably we'll see that in the game once it begins and kicks off. Currently 21-34 here, all eyes on this one. The fight for the playoffs is on.
Surely it's on. Sometimes stories change so dramatically in the last 10 minutes. Backed house, bonus active, he's not venturing deep. Ankush, jersey number 3, itching to go towards him. Reza Mir Bagheri and Surjit combine to feast on the radar.
That cover combo has been very good for the Pink Panthers. Tries to steal that point there, and look at that. They just know there's that communication, there's that camaraderie, they exchange the smile.
One team, one dream. No limits, no excuses, just goals. And it's palpable, that sort of oneness of purpose. It is evident today. I mean, the flaws have reduced. The giant called Jaipur Pink Panthers are looking stronger.
Yeah, a win today will put them in that 6th spot, which is a good place to be in when you're in the fight for the playoffs. It has begun. We're edging closer to the business end of this tournament, and now every game becomes so important for you. They made that switch there, the Pink Panthers, making a few changes. They're bringing in some new faces, and Abhishek KS is coming. Uh-oh, try and be careful.
Oh, the next one, I think, in sequence is going to be a do-or-die raid. It is a third raid. Yes, it is. The hooter says it all. Imperative is the narrative. Focus hard. Lack of direction will spell the doom. Very little time and very little room. Race against time. Will you be on your prime? No! No! Off you go!
Red out.
Yeah, I just was wondering if there was a defender who's also gone out. Himanshu, I think, would be the defender in question, because keep your eyes now. Coming in from the right side, Himanshu is in there as well, and I think they should be okay.
1 point each.
Oh. Is that the final decision?
Only redder out. Okay, please. TV umpire, Gujarat Giant challenge, only redder out. Our decision 1 point each. Please review.
All right, so there it is. That's what they're asking for. If it is 2 or if it's 1 each, or just 1 point. Now have a look at that. You have Himanshu, who's gone in there as well. I think he's all over Neeraj, and that may be deemed out. That's Himanshu, the substitute, who's come in. You also have Himanshu Singh alongside him. So jersey number 96 is Himanshu Singh. That's not who we are looking at. We're looking at jersey number 25, Himanshu. He comes in straight, attacks Neeraj. Neeraj has gone out. And look, he's airborne. He's all over Neeraj. And I think, Paddy, he will be out there. Himanshu as well.
Yeah, because some part of your body has to be within the playing area.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Review unsuccessful, 1 point each. Captain, no more reviews, your review is over.
Yeah, just like we mentioned, he was all over Neeraj Narwal, airborne, no part of his body in the lobby area, so he was out as well, the defender. 1 point each. Decision stays, review loss there, 22-36. Guman Singh tonight, just the 5 raid points. He's tried his best, hasn't been able to get going. Rakesh on the other side has got 7 out of the 15 raids that he's gone for. So Guman not having a great night as such. Arjun Deshwal still stuck on 9. He's bruised, but is looking for that 1 more point, looking for that 10.
No, he'll drag you down. Congratulations, Arjun Deshwal.
Jaipur Pink Panthers.
It took him a long time to get that 10, but finally he's got it. 18 minutes to be precise. He was stranded on 9 raid points. Those raid points which he actually got by the 17th minute in the game.
Yeah, here it is once again, do or die. It's all or nothing. No room for error. You gotta go. Oh, that's a toe touch. You see that from Arjun Deshwal on the right side, and suddenly Guman Singh has pulled off a biggie. Wow, that was fast and furious.
Yeah, they need to be on that beast mode now, because there's time that's left is 6 minutes. Arjun Deshwal, 8 Super 10 this season. Yes, he's had off nights as well, where he's not performed at all, but he's had the firepower to compensate for the lack of form, lack of performances. 15-point lead for the Jaipur Pink Panthers with 5 minutes and a little over.
Yeah, Arjun Deshwal on that occasion was brilliant. He listened to the whistle. Oh wait! Oh wait! This may be 3. We gotta start counting. This could be a super raid. It looks like it is. Guman Singh has pulled a biggie out of nowhere. And yes, it is an HP Racer Gen 6 super raid. Definitely had the power to thrill. And that's what he can do.
Oh, up he goes. Then off he goes.
Substitution,
Then off
Gujarat
he
Giants,
goes.
please come.
Unstoppable. Look at that. The
99
momentum, the
out,
fire, the
24
hunger,
in.
the skill set. Guman Singh.
96 out, 77 in.
96 out, 77 in. Adesh Shivach out. Who comes in place of him?
You can either conquer or you can collapse. And that's what Gunman Guman is trying to do. He's trying to conquer. That's what the Gujarat Giants should try and do.
Rohan comes in.
Yeah, they made that change there. Rohan Singh. He's coming as well. And look what's happened. Guman Singh has to visit the bench. Pink Panthers will take one more point. 39-26. They're not allowing the Giants to get back. Reza Mir Bagheri needs support. He doesn't get that in time.
Safe 1 point, Gujarat Giants. Jersey number 1 out.
They know that whatever they need to do that pretty quickly because they have a race against time at the moment. The lead is big. It's a 12-point lead as we get to an under 4-minute phase in the game. 36 minutes gone. Arjun Deswal knows he just needs to kill the pace of the game. Jaipur Pink Panthers just need to play smart kabaddi and not hard kabaddi, whereas at the other end, you just need to be in the 6th gear. You have to look determined and you have to dominate. That relentless pursuit for greatness needs to be visible. Rami, as if your phone is on 1% battery.
Time out, Gujarat Giants.
Yeah, 39-27. Gujarat Giants, they've opted for a timeout here. And there'll be some talking that will be done by Coach Ram Meher. Remember, right up is the Bengal Warriors. They're taking on the Bengaluru Bulls. That's going to be an interesting fixture. You've got to see a lot in there. The Bulls, they'll want to try and stop the Bengal Warriors somehow because Warriors are fighting to stay in the playoffs. Even that one match win can bring you those points and you can still continue to survive. Top 3 raiders in terms of PKL history. This man, he remains right on top. Not sure if there's anybody else who can come in there and take away those records that he's created. Currently, our focus back on this game. 39 to the Pink Panthers so far.
Next 3 fixtures, Titans, Yodhas, Pirates. Okay, he will succumb into the half of the Jaipur Pink Panthers.
Jaipur Pink Panthers.
And they are looking invincible at the moment. And that huge victory will do their confidence a world of good. Ankush gets the first touch. Neeraj is the one who finishes it. And 3 out of 3 was the story for him a short while back. Ankush Tati. And now it's 4 out of 5 for him, which again is not a poor conversion rate. It's a very healthy 80%. My mathematics is improving.
Definitely, day by day. 40-27. When you look at the Pink Panthers, the next fixtures that are coming for them, slightly good enough chance to continue to win. It's the Gujarat Giants' next 3 fixtures that we first look at. It's the Titans that are coming up, then the Yodhas, and then the Pirates. So they have some games because Titans are looking in good touch, so are the Yodhas. They'll have to try and perform well against them, try and break the rhythm. Remember, we spoke about how if the Gujarat Giants win today, Haryana Steelers would directly qualify. There would be a queue right in front of that name. Currently, we don't see that happening, at least so far. Do-or-die raid here for the Pink Panthers and Neeraj Narwal once again.
And the defense, all they need to do is make self-care a priority. At the moment, has he conquered? He may have.
1 point, Gujarat Giants.
Oh no, the defense will have the final laugh.
You're not quite sure why did it take a pit stop there, Neeraj. Yeah, just waited for a few seconds. Not sure what he was thinking, and I think that gave us Mohit quite some time to usher.
Yes, please come. What is your challenge? Red or safe? How many points? 3 points. Okay, please. TV umpire, Jaipur Pink Panther challenge, red or safe, 3 points. Our decision, red or out. Please review.
Ooh, this is interesting. The Pink Panthers are claiming a super raid. They're claiming 3 points. First touch from Mohit. Then Rohit. Second. And there will be a thought that will come in, but what we're also looking at is Neeraj Narwal. Has he gone airborne and completely out? I think he will be deemed out.
Okay, thank you. Review unsuccessful. Raider out, 1 point, Gujarat Giants. Captain, no more reviews. Your review is over.
Yeah, so that's what happened. He was airborne. He was first off the lobby area, first outside the mat, and then the contact over the midline. So that won't count. Points of Gujarat Giants, 28-40 so far.
And look at the quickness and the rapidness. And the feet, up he goes, down he goes, flat he goes.
Red out, 1 point, Jaipur Pink
You can
Panthers.
understand, I mean, the writing more or less is on the wall. And is there a high five for Ankush? It just might be, if that point belongs to him. It is a high five for Ankush. Well done. And we were talking about this in Kabaddi Live in our pre-show, which we would recommend to all fans and Kabaddi lovers. You must watch it because that is where the stories are built and the narrative is delivered.
Yeah, 7:30 every evening before the game. Don't miss that. You gotta watch Kabaddi Live. Paddy has some great judgments as well. Paddy, you're always good at even predicting the scoreline.
No, Rajesh Shirji has a better record in predictions, but yeah, together we do a decent job because at the end of the day, those stories, when they come true, and the predictions can be about, you know, it's about luck also sometimes, because this sport, you can't predict sport.
Yeah, sometimes the game changes. There are twists and turns all the time in this game of Kabaddi specifically. Any moment could be crucial. Second high five this season for Ankush Rathi. They made that change there. Amir Vani has also come in for the Pink Panthers, standing right in the center while defending. HS Rakesh today, he has the 7 points. He's been looming around on that 7-point mark. Guman Singh with that super raid has got into 9 raid points. Ankush Rathi claiming no touch was made.
Safe, 1 point, Gujarat Giants. Jersey
Yes, they have no reviews, so 1 point in favor of the Raider here. In favor of the Gujarat Giants, they're saying that the Raider hasn't asked for the points, but the official has granted that.
37 seconds and under. Arjun Deswal's here. Arjun Deswal was stranded on 9 raid points for 18 minutes. Now that is a story, and that's a message to other teams as well. When he gets into that phase, he can stay very quiet as well. Okay, uses the lobbies. Himanshu on the bench. Score will go on to 42-29.
Oh, it does look like a toe touch. That was the previous point that we were talking about. Ankush Rathi was claiming no points there. Rohan for the Gujarat Giants. Just the last few seconds remaining in this match. 42-29. The Pink Panthers have done everything right in a much needed and much important game for them. They need to perform today, and that's exactly what they've done. Champions, they need to adapt. Champions, they need to adopt. And the Pink Panthers have adapted. They're surviving, and they're keeping their hopes alive in the fight for the playoffs. The Pink Panthers win this game with 42-29, and definitely is a crucial victory. The winning moments will be celebrated by Shriram Finance.
Congratulations, Arjun Deswal, for picking up another Super 10 just for fun. Oh, they have 5 points, they have the win, and this was total annihilation. When you speak about the fact that Arjun Deswal on this day, he was just tackled twice in the night. He could take it easy because Neeraj Narwal gave him 8 raid points for support, and the defense gave them 13 tackle points. It was not just dominance, it was multi-layered supremacy coming in from the Season 1 and Season 9 champions. Talk about dominating the phases. They dominated the 3 phases, where the 4th one was neck and neck.
Yeah, but it didn't matter because the Gujarat Giants, they came in a little too late in that 4th quarter. The damage was already done in the first 3 phases. And the Pink Panthers then just had to go in steady. They needed to be consistent. So they've done that really well. And remember, Gujarat Giants from here on will need to win every game. It becomes like a do-or-die situation for them. The fight for the playoffs, right on top of the Haryana Steelers. Pink Panthers, they won today and they come to the 6th position. Tough contest there from number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. We are in the 50s, Paddy. So the points are going to keep fluctuating and the graph's going to change as we head into the business end of this tournament. Razamir Bagheri, he'll have a smile on his face. He's been crucial in that defense today. But what's coming up next is Sultan Fazal at the left corner, who's ready to take on Pardeep Narwal from the Bengaluru Bulls. So that's going to be an interesting encounter. Nitin Raval and company, they're getting ready. They're getting ready to don the mats very soon. Don't go anywhere. Live action coming soon.
Talk about this one. Number 11 on the points table versus number 12. It's the Bengal Warriors versus the Bengaluru Bulls. Whatever and however things have transpired so far for them, when these Warriors and these Bulls take onto the Kabaddi mat, the intent is to take it on heads on. Number 1 defender versus number 1 raider. Sultan Fazal Athrachali versus the record breaker Pardeep Narwal. With me is an all-rounder of great repute, Brajesh Shirji. Good evening to you.
Good evening. Who's your Paddy Sherawat? And Paddy, this game for the Bengal Warriors, it's a game to stay alive. Terrible in the last 5 games. 4 losses, just the 1 solitary win. For the Bengaluru Bulls, a game for pride. The Bengal Warriors starting 7. Oh me, oh my days. There is no Maninder Singh in that starting 7. Very, very bad news for the Bengal Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, talk about somebody who got 4 back-to-back Super 10s in the last 5 games. Please make your own team if you've not done that already. Talking about the biggest and the mightiest that the game has seen. The numero uno is onto your screen. Of course, the form and numbers are not the same. Dream 11 starting 7 for the Bengaluru Bulls. Is Akshit there? And the answer is no.
Well,